protesters are getting ready to march in Israel to press the government to take further action on getting the body back home of Israeli civilian Avera Mengistu, an Israeli citizen from Ethiopia who, on his own volition, walked into the Gaza Strip 4 years ago. Mengistu suffers from severe mental illness. His family says the government, though, has been callous in their efforts to get him home safely. I-24 News correspondent Jordana Miller sat down with his mother yesterday.
We went to the meeting with the Prime Minister, hoping to hear something new. For 3.5 years, we have heard nothing new. But it was very disappointing because there were no answers. Netanyahu did not give us any answers about what he is going to do. I asked him to get the International Red Cross involved. This is a humanitarian case. My son suffers from schizophrenia.
Our correspondent Dan Tsemach is live now, where the organizers are just now starting to get together and get ready for this rally that will happen soon. Give us a sense, Daniel, where are you and why are they having this rally there? What's the goal of it?
It's an important question, Jeff. So we're actually in Yad Mordechai. It's in Israel's southern region near the Gaza border. This is actually very close to where Avera Mengistu actually crossed the border, where he climbed the fence and entered the Palestinian enclave. Right now, the supporters are really just getting ready for the protest. Just a few have already arrived. It's supposed to begin within the next 40 minutes. If you can see there, they're wearing shirts that say, Avera, where is Avera? Avera is still alive. That's written in Hebrew, also stamped on numbers, 1,327. Those are the amount of days that Avera has been held in the Palestinian enclave until now. Now we have not only supporters, but also some family relatives that we've spoken to and that are likely to come. They're going to be taking part in a 3-mile walk on this junction here. And we'll later on see how many indeed arrive. As you mentioned yesterday, there was indeed a meeting with the Prime Minister, and the results of that meeting seem to be semi-optimistic. That's at least according to Ilan, his brother, Avera Mengistu's brother, who had fairly positive things to say as a result.
Daniel, it appears from that meeting with the Prime Minister yesterday outside of a makeshift tent encampment near the Prime Minister's residence, he said, Netanyahu, that there's reason to be slightly optimistic, but we need more time. Do you think, are these marches, these rallies, is this what the Netanyahu government wants to see? Or are they asking, would they prefer quiet diplomacy?
Well, it's likely that the Netanyahu government might not want to see this sort of activity. This issue has been fairly controversial in that it hasn't gained a lot of publicity. People are aware of the fact that Avera Mengistu is on the other side of the border, but what's gained a lot more publicity is Oron Shaul and Adar Goldin, 2 IDF soldiers who were killed, whose bodies are being held in the Palestinian enclave. Part of the reason people say that the Mengistu case has maybe gotten less attention has to do with the fact that he indeed entered the Gaza Strip of his own volition, but there's also something to be said regarding his ethnicity. And in the past, these protests have marked on that point specifically, saying that, love each brother as himself, a statement from the Bible that's actually written on a sign here very nearby that has to be put up yet. So it is an issue that has gained a lot of controversy in the public eye, something that maybe the Netanyahu government, rather, wouldn't want to have shown so brightly.
All right, Daniel Tsemach reporting live. Again, that rally, that 3-mile walk, set to begin shortly. Thank you so much, Daniel. Again, tomorrow also a day of protests scheduled, mass protests at the Gaza border on the Palestinian side.